Hi everyone, it's Jenny again. Today what we'll be talking about is studying for the DAT. You don't have to take this as just for the DAT. You could do this for the MCAT, GRE, whatever it is. I just want to give you a couple little tips and tidbits on how to improve on your score, what you can do to do better. The first thing you have to know is know yourself, right? So you have to know what type of learner you are. Auditory learner, visual learner, whatever it is, you have to figure out what type of learner you are, because that's when you will find the resources you need. So if you're a person that needs a quiet room, just needs to read on their own, perfect, you just need books. If you're a person that is an auditory learner, you might need to have a podcast or listen to lectures through your ears or whatever it is. So you just have to understand what type of learner you are. With that being said, are you the person that needs a lecture? Do you have the discipline to do things by yourself? And listen to me here. So when I was actually studying for the DAT, I initially started studying on my own. I bought a book and I started reading, and I realized I wasn't getting anywhere because I wasn't really reading much. I was like on my phone, like doing other things. Like I just could not concentrate for the life of me. So what I ended up deciding doing was buying the Kaplan course. The Kaplan course is very expensive, and I'm not saying it's for everybody, but it gave me a schedule. They kind of set up a schedule for me and how I need to, like, today we're gonna do this, this, and this. Tomorrow we're gonna do this, this, and this. By next time when we see each other, you need to have this. It just gave me something like homework, a schedule to do, and then I would just follow it. On my own, I was like lost. I was lost at sea basically on my own. So that's what I did. I ended up going through the Kaplan course just so they can give me a schedule so I'm able to study. And then because of that, I felt like pressured things to be done at a certain time. I felt pressured to know the things as well. When you're studying for an exam such as the DAT, the MCAT, or the GRE, you need to know you have to give it time. Meaning you have to give yourself time to be able to study for it, practice for it, and excel. So you need to have a timeline. How many months are you going to give yourself to study? During that, like every day, how many hours are you going to give yourself? You need to have a timeline, a schedule to be able to execute it well. If you just start studying without anything in mind, you might not get to your end goal. For any exam, I think really you need to know this for any exam, not only for the DAT, but know your weakness. Where can you strengthen? Where do you know you are poor in? And if you don't know it, you should take some practice exams and then see where your weaknesses are. So what I did was I took a practice exam for the DAT at the beginning of my studying, and I realized my weakness was sciences. Who knows? Like, it's crazy because I'm a science major. I thought my weakness would be something else, and it's not. My weakness was science. So what I did was I started with sciences, studying for sciences. I studied hard for sciences. I studied for everything else, and then I ended up studying again for sciences at the end, just because I knew that was my weakness. So this is specifically for DAT, but these are a couple of resources you can use I saw this online actually. Instead of buying the Kaplan course, you can buy the Kaplan guide, like pre-owned. So it's like a huge book this big, and then it comes with flashcards, it comes with other things. So you can just buy it off of somebody else, and you don't have to pay for like $2,000 at the Kaplan courses. You could just go through that book and read through that book, and you should be good. Another thing a lot of people use were the DAT destroyers. I didn't personally use it, but I hear it was really helpful for those people. One thing I personally used was the Cliffs AP Biology. And you know, AP Biology is high school, but honestly, it was so helpful. It really dumbed down a lot of the science for me, and it helped me build the basics that I needed to have. Last but not least, I think the best thing to simulate the test is by practicing and doing several tests over and over and over and over again. And then going through the wrong ones, whatever you got wrong, going through them and understand why you got it wrong, and kind of just understand from there. I did quite a few practice exams during, so every 2 weeks I would do a practice exam, see how my progress was. And then also what I would recommend also for the DAT specifically, the perceptual ability, do so many practices on them. You cannot get enough of that. I mean, if you think about it, those are really easy points. Like, and I did so much practicing in them that I scored really high on that one because they were just so easy points and I thought they were fun. They were fun like puzzles for me. And the most important thing don't stress yourself out. Do not stress yourself out. Don't get anxious. Just breathe. Take it slow. If you're that person that gets really nervous, just start earlier. If you're the person that needs more time because things don't kind of put together as fast as other people, take more time. That's why I'm saying timeline it. Anyways, I hope this video helps for whoever's studying or planning on studying or thinking of studying. If you have any other books that you would recommend, please comment down below. It would be helpful for other people to know, and also for me, just in the future, if anybody asks me personally, I can just give them a list of things that they should use to study. Anyways, please subscribe, like, and comment. See you next time. Bye.